Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, January the 16th, presented by Mercury. We're going to spend some time today with Tom Ott up there at Guntersville, with Josh Herren down at Logan Martin and Lake, and then we got Tracy Robinson in studio giving his knowledge on Weiss and Neely Henry. Stay tuned, and we'll get you to the guys real quick. Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, January the 16th. We're in studio with our pro staffer and friend, Tracy Robinson. Tracy, tell us what's been going on around here, Weiss Lake and Neely Henry. Let's start at Weiss Lake. What have you been hearing from that lake up there?
Weiss and Neely are both pretty similar right now as far as patterns going on. Did have some pretty heavy rains there for a couple of days there. That's kind of cleaned up now, but the water's still really low up there. Boat ramps are a little sketchy launching at the ramps right now. But the fishing's pretty good. Every day is a new day, though, starting over. You can go out and have one really good day, go back the next day. It's a little bit inconsistent. Primary patterns being looking for wood. Wood's the key right now. Spinner baits, shallow running crankbaits, the square bill type stuff, bouncing them off the corners of the piers, the last poles on the piers, and any isolated wood. But with the water drawn down, you're also seeing a lot of new wood out there. So, as you're out there fishing, you guys go out there and you see this new wood, make sure you're hitting those waypoints, because those are some key pieces in the coming months. When you turn back around in May and go back and hit those again. So really good opportunities to get out there and prepare for April, May timing too.
So are they going to want to slow down the crankbaits and stuff a little bit right now? It's not going to be a real fast moving, or is it just trigger?
What I found is more of a reaction bite right now. Those fish are just kind of locked into a piece of wood or a rock right now. If you come and buy it, they're probably going to eat it, but every day, again, is a new day. I found days where you find windows within the windows out there during the day when they are actually feeding. You can kind of roll a rattle trap or a crankbait pretty quick through, and you're going to get bit. And once you kind of get them fired up, it's almost like some of your fall time school fishing if you get them fired up. But for the most part, you're just kind of in search mode with those points, with a little bit of wood or the piers with the wood right now.
Neely Henry's going to be a little bit more current related, I'm assuming. So you're going to want to stay maybe main channel, just off the main channel?
Main channel's most consistent. They're lowering it on the bottom end, raising it on the top end. So that middle area, City Park to 77 Bridge will be your most consistent bite right now. Similar patterns, but again, like Dano said, it's a lot more current related. And you can go upriver and as they're pulling this water and get into some of the spot bites too. So I've had a couple of reports of guys actually catching some pretty healthy spots up the lake in those current nady breaks.
Well, that's always fun, and we know the crappie bite. Those guys are going to be out there off the edges, off the deeper docks, and some of those kinds of things. So it sounds like the fishing might be pretty good. May take a little while to find them, but you can catch them if you do.
Yep, that's right.
Well, we appreciate you spending some time with us, Tracy, and we will see you again soon.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, January the 16th, presented by Mercury. Hey, we got Josh Herren on the line. Josh is he's a stand-up comedian this morning. We like having him around. Josh, what's going on in Logan Martin?
Everything's going good, man. We finally got our lake back. Population's kind of thinning out. It's actually getting kind of nice. As long as you're really careful about running around this time of year, you can have a good time.
What kind of things do you like to do when the water's down on Logan Martin? And I drove by it. The water's way down. I mean, some of those creeks, there's nothing there except for a little trickle. How do you like to fish it?
Man, I like it like that. I think the lake actually fishes better like that. It kind of takes it back to its like natural river state. You get to do a lot of things this time of year that you wouldn't think. Fish get really shallow this time of year. There's a lot of guys that don't talk about it, but you would think really cold, really deep, bait goes really deep. But man, when you get a couple sunny days, these fish will get ignorantly shallow, and they're better fish and they're really fun to catch. Chatterbaits really shine this time of year. Like I know one of our all-time favorite things is a flat bait. It's some East Tennessee stuff that we don't get to do that much, but this time of the year it really plays. They're aggravating to throw. Kind of takes some specialized equipment to throw really light baits, but it's a thing to do.
What about Lake? What are you seeing down there? I know the water's going to be down, not as much, but it's going to be down there a little bit too.
Well, they don't really pull lay down. Logan Martin's our only floodplain on the Coosa River, but lay, it always fluctuates just based on dam operation. Man, lay's still really hit and miss. You saw the weights from the ABT this past weekend.
18 pounds to win,
and I think that was a really heavy 18 pounds to win. So, but there's just, it's off right now. I don't really know why. It just is. I mean, if I was going to go down there, I'd kind of do the same thing I've been doing: chatterbait, jerk bait, single swim bait. Because me personally, I haven't been able to put anything together largemouth wise to amount to anything for me to go send somebody to do it.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of those fish that there were pictures of the ABT that I saw on social media. They were spotted bass, so I think that's the way I'd focus too. Well, Josh, as always, thanks for spending some time with us, and have fun down there in Reaction Innovations land.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Dan O'Sullivan with your Bucks Island Area Fishing Report, presented by Mercury for Saturday, January the 16th. Let's head on up to Lake Guntersville with our good friend Tom Ott. Tom, what have you and St. Jennifer been up to this week?
Freezing our tails off right here now. It's been pretty cold. But, things are starting to get, we're starting to see those big girls start to move into some predictable areas. So that's a good thing. I think we're finally hitting that the coldest part of our winter anyway, and getting some mid 40 type water temps. The fish are still very, very slow, lethargic kind of deal, but we are able to catch some fish. And like I said, the river channel is kind of non-existent, but the creek bends, swings, that kind of thing, bars, humps, any kind of point, secondary points, the fish are really starting to move in there and do their wintertime thing, getting ready for the post-spawn or pre-spawn, excuse me. Everything we've been catching has been healthy, fat. Haven't seen the real big fish, but I know it's coming. It's just a matter of time.
Seems this time of the year, you kind of want to look in those ditches like you talked about, the drains, the channel bends and stuff. And it seems like to catch those girls that are built like me, you kind of want to do some jerkbait fishing, maybe some lipless crankbaits. Is that the kind of bite that you're seeing?
Absolutely. I'll be honest with you. The jerkbait bite has just evaded me so far. I know it's there. I know somebody's catching them, but I've been looking for it. But the trap bite, the lipless crankbait, that's been the go-to here lately. I haven't thrown a rig in several weeks, and not saying that it wouldn't produce, but it just seems like the fish are really reacting to an up and down or a yo-yo type retrieve. Again, we're sitting in that 8-foot depth range and fishing grass. I mean, we've had some lower than normal water depths here lately. They've drawn the bottom out of it. We're down probably 1.5 to 2 foot on normal, pool. So, things are a little different, but the fish are still setting up and then maybe even out on that next break from where we would typically see them.
So I know you kind of running around that lake, you see the crappie boats. Where are you seeing them stack up, and what are you seeing them doing? Are they pulling or are they fishing vertical?
Everybody's that I've been seeing, and everybody's doing some kind of jig fishing. I think the bluffs are really producing right now, and I think the low water's probably got a lot to do with that. There's a lot of people on those bridge pilings and around the causeways, but I just don't think that the bite has been as consistent as it was earlier with the higher water.
Well, we appreciate it, Tom. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, Dan, be good out there.
Well, that'll do it for our Bucks Island Area Fishing Report for Saturday, January the 16th, presented by Mercury. Thanks to the guys for spending some time with us. Hey, don't forget, like our channels, subscribe, hit those notification buttons. That way, whenever we go live, you'll know what we're doing, and you'll get notice of these fishing reports to help you put some more fish in the boat. Thanks to all of us from Bucks Island. Come see us at the loft, and we'll have everything you need for those fisheries.